We're back with more stars. 3 stars of the highly anticipated new movie Bohemian Rhapsody. Rami Malek plays Freddie Mercury, Gwilym Lee, Brian May, and Joe Mazzello is John Deacon.
And together they tell the story of how Queen became one of the biggest bands in all of rock. Check it out.
Imagine thousands of people doing this in unison. Huh? Well, what's the lyric?
Keep going.
Yeah.
1, 2. Stop it, Rami. Stop.
You got it. You got it.
Okay. I got to watch this film.
Yes.
And I always liked Queen. I fell in love with Queen after watching this biopic, I guess is what you'd call it.
Yeah.
Did you all feel like rock stars when you were shooting this thing?
It's about the closest you can get.
Yes.
I mean, for us, it's an adrenaline rush just being in front of a camera as actors. But when you get up on that stage and perform a concert sequence like Live Aid, which is considered one of the, if not the greatest in the history of rock and roll, yes, it's another level of adrenaline and ecstasy.
Check out this Live Aid thing for a second.
1985.
I mean, it puts you there, right?
The physical transformations that you guys also had to undergo to play these parts. What was that like?
Yeah.
6 wigs.
6?
Yeah, they all had, and a perm. Yeah.
And a perm?
Yeah, I didn't know what a perm meant, because I'm an idiot. I didn't realize it stood for permanent. So I got it. I said to Jan, who was our makeup artist, oh, so this will wash out in like 7 to 10 days. Like,
oh no.
And when straight hair grows in, I learned, it grows in straight, and then it's like a halo curl, sort of around your head.
Were they the pink curlers? What'd you do?
I think they dipped my head in acid and just like curled everything. It was horrible.
We enjoyed it.
They had a field day with it, but
I was very lucky that Brian was very consistent with his hairstyle. In the early days, all the way until now, until this very day.
We did not recognize you when you walked in. We didn't know which character you played, but that's and you got to meet him.
Kudos to you.
Yeah, you got
to meet and talk to him.
He was on set quite a lot, actually. Yeah. He was amazing. Very generous with his time. He's a lovely, lovely human being.
Yeah.
And,
We wouldn't have been able to do it without him. His support was just something that lifted us up every day, because it's their story. They have the greatest legacy. They don't need us messing around with it at all. But his support was everything for us.
There's some very surreal moments where he's in the wings, watching me doing a guitar solo, and before they shout action, you just got Brian May going, "Go on, Gwyl," like cheering support. I'm like,
and he's recording it on his iPhone, like he's our fan.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Like that was the most surreal thing. They're doing the moves to like Radio Gaga. It's just like
it's your song, guys. You wrote this.
Yeah.
What about the teeth? I saw that. Like,
Yes.
How long did that take?
It took a while to get used to. It was the first thing I asked for. I said, I have to get used to these.
Yeah.
And it took about a year before I felt comfortable with them. But I tell you, by the end of it, I didn't want to take them out.
They were part of you.
They were part of me. I felt naked without them, and I got to call everyone darling and dear every day on set.
Well, a lot of people don't know the story of Freddie Mercury, that he's Pakistani and British. His real name is Farouk.
Yeah.
He came from not an ultra-conservative family, but one that didn't quite understand him.
He gets called Pakistani in the film a lot, but he's born in Zanzibar. Zoroastrian faith, gets shipped off to India for school, and he doesn't even arrive in London till the age of 18. So he's very much an immigrant, a fish out of water, and I think that's the story we start with is something I think so many people can relate to, is the struggle to discover your identity in a foreign world. And then he's also trying to discover his sexual identity at that time when being anything other than heterosexual is so stigmatized. So here's a guy who's struggling through everything and finds a way to be a superhero on stage.
Let me tell you, it is a fun ride. I mean, it is worth every second on the screen. It puts you there at Live Aid. I don't know how you all did it, but it was a great ride. So I hope a lot of people go see it. Rami, Gwilym, and Joe, thank you so much. Bohemian Rhapsody hits theaters on Friday.